Okay. So we'll call this our gentle post-COVID body exploration.
Yeah, you really do it your way now, so you quit when you feel that it's enough for you.
Oh yes,
Don't mind us. Don't try to be
I won't show off. I won't show
no
off.
show off.
But it's nice. We're talking about this with our live group and unfortunately they didn't have experience coming online to gather this feeling we have here. But there's definitely a sense of co-regulation when we come together. So we might, we'd be tired, our individual selves, and when we come together with a group, our body recognizes that energy, even through Zoom. And so, the headache is sort of there, but it becomes kind of a background sensation. And even more so when you're the person calling the people together, that sense of co-regulation is even stronger in my experience. So as the teacher, you definitely get a lot of energy sort of being the one to lead and guide. So, and then, we'll see how that comes together with the reality of my body tonight.
Yeah, because
So,
sometimes you can get that cortisol, that a bit stress push,
mhm,
and you do
yeah,
more than you have the strength to, just because
that's
you go
right.
on cortisol. And we
Exactly.
don't want that.
No. Yes. So, and I think it's also important. You guys are, mature practitioners, but with younger people in particular, or newer people, it's important to be with the teacher when they're not at their best physically, or even mentally, because there's also a little bit of brain fog here. But this is just sort of so you get the feel of how I approach my body when it's in this state. So the mind is not as clear. The body is kind of waves of fatigue and waves of energy. So
let us explore.
let us explore. Exactly. So we begin as we always do, just feeling what's here in the body. So again, we use this 5 kosha model, this model of the human system. So the food body, the muscles, the bones, the external layer of ourselves. And then touching on the prana body, the energetic body, and noticing how that feels this evening. Touching on our capacity for learning and intellectual curiosity. Touching on the layer of our system, how is our personality, our emotions. So starting with the sensory experience of the body, of the energy, of the activities of mind. And then noticing how our sense of well-being and peace is this evening. If we feel very connected to that, or if we feel very far from that. And then we're just going to begin with a little breathing technique, Nadi Shodhana. And we'll do about 12 breaths. So I'll count the 12 breaths that I have. If you've been doing the finger counting that I've taught some of you, you can use that. Otherwise, the technique is like this, Kent, so I'm not sure how familiar you are. You use the right hand, the ring finger, and the thumb. Close the right side. Keep the left side open. So you can bring the ring finger up where the bone sort of is. And you're going to inhale left side. Hold the breath in a second. Close the left side. Take the thumb up to the bone. Exhale right side. And then we'll stay on the right side and inhale. Hold the breath in a second. Close the right side. Bring the ring finger to the bone on the left side and exhale. So that's 2 breaths. So we're going to continue that rhythm. So inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. That's 4 breaths. So the last 8 breaths, I want you to find your own rhythm. Inhaling as long, as deeply as you can. And then same thing, alternating for the exhale. Letting each breath become a little deeper, a little longer. And when you complete something like 12 breaths or so, you can release the mudra, pause a moment and just feel. This is an interesting practice to do when you're having sinus issues or ear pressure issues. So just watch how that affects the sinuses. If your sinuses are a little bit blocked and you were to practice this every day, you could create a little bit of stress. If the sinuses are blocked, this is not a recommended practice. But you can play with it a little bit to see how it affects. I've had students notice differences in their hearing. I've had them give themselves vertigo because they've had some restriction in the pressure and they created a lot of pressure. So it's a really powerful technique if it's done over a period of time, especially if your sinuses have been going through a lot. And so let's start closer to the floor. So we won't do as much standing today. Let's see, we'll take this one down a little bit. There we go. So come on to the hands and knees. Turn a little bit more this way. There we go. So first, just come back into the senses in the body. Inhaling and exhaling. Just let the back, the neck freely move. Just explore the sensations along the back and the neck as we begin. Let the breath come in and out. And then slowly start to feel the back, the shoulders, the neck. Taking a breath in, and as you move out, slowly move towards Chakravakasana. You can go all the way down or just part way down. Exploring the body. So this is a nice starting position as we move into practice for me, because I can feel with the energetics of my body. Sometimes we start a practice and we feel tired, but once we feel the body, we can tap into energy that we didn't realize is there. And sometimes when we practice, we realize that the energy is low. And this, I find that this particular posture is a good measure of what my energy feels like. So if this movement feels heavy and challenging, then that's an indicator for me to start my practice lying down. So that's where we'll move from here. So we'll move from hands and knees to lying, and lying on the back. So just noticing, again, the back of the body on the floor. Maybe keep the feet on the floor for now. If you need a little support under the head, feel free. And from here, we'll just do a little bit of gentle Dvipada Pittam. So inhale, lifting the hips up. Exhale, slowly lower the spine down, one vertebra at a time. Again, finding the rhythm of your own breath. So lifting up as you inhale. As you exhale, lower down. Give yourself the space to pause between the breath in and the breath out. And maybe even pause after the exhale before the inhale begins. So take a little refuge in those still points. And then slowly you'll start to build a little bit the attention required for this posture. So next time I lift up, I'm going to sweep the right arm out next to the head as I lift. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring the arm down and turn the head to the opposite side. So I'm turning my head left as the right arm moves. Next time I lift, the left arm sweeps, the head comes back to center, nose towards the ceiling. And as I exhale, sweep the left arm back, let the head turn to the right. Inhale, head comes to center, nose towards the ceiling as the right arm sweeps, the body lifts. Exhale, come down, turn the head. Inhale again, left arm sweeps. Exhale, turn the head. Now both arms. Next time you lift, both arms sweeping. Both arms lowering. You can turn the head to the opposite side if you like, or keep the head with the nose up. And then come back down next time you exhale and pause a moment. Let's take the knees close to the body. Gentle Apanasana. So inhale, let the hands move away. Exhale, knees towards you. So keep the low back on the floor. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knees towards you. Just do that 2 more times. And then we'll do a little variation of this posture, asymmetric variation. So supporting this breathing technique of left and right brain integration. So as you take the left knee towards you, the right arm extends as the right knee moves away from you. And as the right arm pulls away, you're going to let the head turn to the left side. So creating a little bit of traction on the right side of the neck to the right shoulder. The knee gently pulling the arm away from the shoulder joint. And then after a breath or two there, let the head rotate, let the legs switch. So now the left arm is extended using the support of the left knee. The head is turned to the right. So you can stay there a breath or two and then change sides. So if you notice, if you're familiar with our sequencing that we do when we start standing, some of the work we're doing with the neck and shoulders is the very same work we do while standing. It's just now we're using the body a little differently and requiring a little bit less effort to hold the body straight. And then bring the knees symmetrically together, release the arms, pause a moment with the feet up. And then very gently on the next exhale, we're going to do a gentle twist. So when we do standing, we do that nice standing twist where we bless the earth, bless the trees, bless the birds. This is a similar version to that. And in this variation, if you like, as you turn the knees to one side, you can let the head turn in the opposite direction, maybe looking at the hand that's behind you. Good. Imagine you're going to try to bring the knees towards the elbows. So keep the body nice and curled as you come down. And then maybe the next time the knees come to the right side, let them stay there on the right side. The right hand can come on top of the left knee. Take the left arm a little closer to the hip, so a little further down. Then inhale, sweep the left arm, lengthening along the left side of the body, maybe into the shoulder. And as you exhale, you can look towards the right side as you sweep the hand down towards the hip. So continuing that way. Inhale, lengthening the left side. Exhale, So just play with that variation. After a few breaths, we'll release, come up, twist the opposite direction. Now the right or left hand on top of the right knee. Right hand comes down to the hip. Inhaling, extending the right arm up to the right side. Exhale, looking to the left side with the head as your arm sweeps down. And then eventually come back to center, feet come to the floor, pause a moment and feel. So in this exploration, sort of unwinding the sensations of the body, so beginning with the sense of heaviness, tiredness, even a slight headache that was coming, and just noticing how or if that's shifting. As you can hear in my nose, it's causing my sinuses to drain already just by changing the breath here and being on my back. So then we're going to come over back to the hands and knees. Just coming back to this sort of fundamental posture for me, the energetic guideposts. So take a breath here. Exhale back towards Chakravakasana. And so for my body, starting on the back that way, some gentle movements, opening up some places that were tight. It brings a sense of lightness to the body now when I do this posture. And now just a couple of variations. We're going to bring the knees to this asymmetric position. So right now my right knee is back behind my left knee. That means my right arm is going to come more forward. And I'm going to lean back in this asymmetric version of the posture, lengthening one side. And then come up and switch sides. Now the left knee goes back, right hand forward, and leaning back. We're going to go a little deeper in that kind of direction. So that was sort of asymmetric lengthening along the back. Come back to the hands and knees. And we'll take one arm over in front of the other hand. Drop the back elbow down and then move the hips back, using the weight of the body to create some traction. Hi, Mr. Spuck. And then we'll switch sides again. Bring the other hand forward, drop the back elbow, and then move the body back, creating some traction between the shoulder blade and the pelvis. Come back to the center. One step deeper. Now we take one hand, bring the shoulder to the floor. The other arm reaching in front of you. Notice what you feel in the back, the shoulders, the neck. Come back to the center when you're ready. And switch sides, moving the other shoulder through. And even though we're holding the position, keep coming back to the deep breath. So where you might feel restriction in the body, breathe a little deeper there. Come back to the hands and knees. And slowly, in your own way, come to standing. And now feeling the body. And then just work to lengthen the body from this position. So inhale, arms up. Exhale down. So this little standing sequence is what became my pre-Ashtanga Yoga Vinyasa as my shoulders needed more support. So just starting, feeling the back engage, supporting the shoulders. Then after a few rounds of that, just coming down, touch the floor, and all the way back up. So you can stay standing here, take a breath with the hands down if you like. Or if you like, just move up and down. And as we do this simple posture, think of the inhale as lengthening the front body. Exhale, lengthening the back body from the heels to the eyebrows along the back of the body. As you lift up, lengthen from the ankles through the belly, through the fingertips. So balancing both sides. And then if you like, stay in this posture, whatever variation you like. Maybe Padahastasana today, standing on the hands. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, extending through the back body. And then slowly in your own way, come back to standing. And pause a moment. And then we're not going to do warrior today. The warrior gives a lot of energy, but takes a lot of energy. So I'm going to keep the legs a little less engaged. But I want to get a little bit of mobility and movement up here. So we'll inhale, arms come out. Create this spiraling sensation through the arms. And we're just going to twist. So exhale, come down, touch the floor wherever your hand lands. Let it be below this lower shoulder joint. And the other arm just extends out from there, whether it's pointed up or towards the wall. And then inhale nice and strong and steady up. Exhale to the other side. Take a breath here. Inhale, you can look up at the hand above you. Exhale, look down, make sure that hand is under the shoulder joint. And then inhale up. So move with your own breath. Stay in the position, one breath. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. I'll just do about one more round on each side. And then eventually come up, pause for a moment. Feel the body. And then we'll come back down to the floor. I'm just setting my timer here so I can be aware of the time. Pause a moment. Again, feeling the energetics of the movement. There's a wonderful teacher named Navtai Shohar. I just shared on social media advertisement for a series he has coming up about sort of the cultural context of yoga. So yoga has been identified as many different things over the centuries. And what has primarily been a practice to experience this system and life energy has sometimes been translated into a system that tells you from the outside what to do. And so the way I practice is different than that, and the way that he practices as well. It's much more about the experience of the system, the experience of our relationships in our lives, and the energetics. So as we have the gift of recovering from illness and practicing like this, it gives us the chance to practice with more attention, because the sensations are sometimes a little stronger. So as we began on hands and knees, I felt heaviness, headachy. Lying down, gentle movement gets the prana flowing a little more easily, gives us the strength and lightness of body to come a little up more, feel that energy lifting. And even just 2 standing postures with deep breathing creates a stress on my system that I can feel. Not bad, not over the limit, but I can feel the effort required. And so we come once more to the floor, but this time on the belly. So just to wake up and support the back. So if you want to make this a little stronger for the arms, for the shoulders, you can keep the elbows up and the forehead down and move from this position. If you want it to be a little gentler, a little softer, just let the hands come to a more sort of a more natural position, whatever that is for your body. And just inhaling, feeling the back side of the body engaging with or without the feet, lifting. You can keep the feet on the floor. And then exhale, come down. So we'll do this in 2 steps. So we'll inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, come halfway down. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, release. You can turn the head or bring the forehead to the floor, whichever you like. And we'll do that a couple times. So 3 more times. We'll inhale all the way up. Halfway down. All the way up. And all the way down. So this is sort of the opposite as the standing posture, Uttanasana. Now we're engaging the back side of the body as we inhale. Releasing, but still holding. Eccentric contraction. Inhale, up, 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 up. Exhale, down. Again, inhale, up. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, up. Exhale all the way down. And then if you like, come into the posture, stay here for a few breaths. Whenever your body's ready, come down or stay a little longer. And then rest for a moment, feel the body. Feel like you can bend the knees and let the feet just shake side to side, help loosen the low back. And then from here, just come for a moment into a childlike posture, so resting with the body back. And then we're going to come up to sitting. So we'll start with Paschimottanasana. Whatever adaptation you might need using cushions or bending the knees, feel free to take whatever version that is. We'll gently just start with the hands on the floor. So inhale, lift the body nice and high. Exhale, bring the lower belly first to the legs, and then the chest towards the legs, the shoulders forward, the head down. Inhale, lift up. through the front of the body, like an Uttanasana. Lengthen the front side of the body as you come up. And exhale, lengthen the back side, forward, 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 and down. Moving with that awareness. The arms can move in whatever way you like. You can lift them in front of you and down. Makes the work in the back a little stronger. Whichever variations you use, just feel that lightness of body. And then after a few breaths, we'll stay down in the posture. We don't need to use the hands and the feet to leverage ourselves down. Just breathe and stay where you are. Let the head come forward and down. After a few breaths, come back up. Pause for a moment. Bend one knee, bring the sole of the foot against the other leg, one leg straight. Whichever leg is straight, take the opposite arm up. And exhale. Bring the hand towards the leg, the foot, the ankle, head towards the knee. Janu Shirshasana. Inhale that arm up. Exhale down. Next time you come up, release the arm. We're going to open the leg a little wider. Turn the chest towards the leg that's extended. And just come forward as if you're going to bring your head towards the knee. So asymmetric lengthening of the back. Both hands stay on the floor, supporting the weight of the body. Breathing, nice deep inhale, long smooth exhale. And then we'll come up, pause a moment. We'll go back down to this side, but this time we'll do a lateral movement. So take the shoulder, the arm on top of the leg, just leaning down, however far your body feels comfortable coming. Make sure that the upper back is relatively flat. So for some of us, it might be better to have the arm like this. And then maybe just bringing the arm a little bit forward, ideally just lengthening this side of the body. If there's a more mobility in your hips and your spine, in your rib cage, and you can turn down a bit more. But don't let the chest collapse towards the floor. Imagine you can take your chest and rotate like you're going to lift towards the ceiling. No matter how far down you go, it's the same sensation. Just lengthening. Come up out of the posture. Sit for a moment. Noticing one side and the other. And then we'll come into Janu Shirshasana now on the other side. So now we'll take the opposite arm up, reach over, and reach up. Lengthening the front side. Exhale, lengthening the back side. Reach the hand forward, 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 head towards the knee. 4 more times. And last round. Bring the arm down. Open that leg wider to the side. Now we're going to turn towards that extended leg and just coming forward as if you're going to bring your head toward the knee. Arms, hands on the floor, supporting the body. So this is the opposite of using the foot and pulling down. We want to keep the hands to support the body up. Breathe, exhale. Gravity's doing its job. We can trust it. Come all the way back up. Rotate the body. So we do a lateral movement, sliding one hand down, the other hand lifts up, extending through that top side of the body. Don't let the chest collapse forward. Keep it up. When you feel like you've completed both sides, just pause a moment. You can Straighten the legs forward, come back to Paschimottanasana, or you can keep the legs crossed if that's okay, and just lean forward a little bit. Let the spine move forward in a symmetric way. And then we'll do one more seated posture. So however you like your legs to be, you can just sit cross-legged. You can do half lotus if you like. And we're just going to twist in one direction. So take one hand on one knee. The other hand can be behind you, or you can hold the foot if you're doing half lotus. Take a breath in and exhale, twisting. Just be attentive to the position of your head. You can look forward, backwards, anywhere in between. If there's some tightness in the neck, maybe it would feel best to breathe while turning the head. So you get contraction and release with each breath. And after your next exhale, just release the posture and be still for a moment. Let your tissue sort of untwist. And then we're going to switch to the opposite side. So take the hand to the other knee, the other arm behind you now. Deep inhale and then twist into the posture. The hands gently supporting you. We're going to stay about another 5 rounds of my breath. As you complete, release. Again, pause a moment in stillness. Come forward, either legs straight or keep them bent. Let the back side of the body release. And then we'll come back down to lying on the floor. So just gentle movements with the shoulders, with the neck. So we were in sort of a static posture. So just make sure the arms, the neck feel comfortable. You can do a little Dvipada Pitam, or you can even keep the back on the floor, just moving the arms, turning the head. Maybe a little Aphanasana to complete. And then one last gentle posture together. Bring the feet to the floor, the knees together. And then inhale, let the knees open to the side. Exhale, let the knees come back together. And then once your body feels ready, come into a resting position of whatever sort feels best for your body. It could be Shavasana with cushions or lying on the side. So just give your body a few minutes to feel the effect of what you've been doing. So the intention of a practice like this is to guide the experience of sort of working with the energy that's there. And after spending some time not moving my body a lot because I was unwell, the secondary intention of this practice was to just get into all the little places where tightness sort of holds itself when we're not moving a lot. So increasing energy and mobilization of the back, the shoulders, the hips. We didn't do too much specifically with the jaw, but the neck was very much there. So just notice the sequence and how it fits with your body. And that, as that awareness of the sensations of your body begins to fade, just allow yourself to sink into the stillness. And slowly come back to the sensations in your body. Take a moment or two, reawaken, and come back to sitting. And just pause before we transition back to our lives and all our responsibilities to have a moment of gratitude for the health to be able to show up, participate, Move our bodies, breathe, pay attention. To smell the stinky smells in life. Thank you for coming, supporting this work, and supporting the community. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Thank you.